In the silent echo chamber of our digital lives, something stirs. A video. Not just any video, but one that seems to ripple through the screen, almost sentient. It began subtly. A flicker, a pause, then a voice. A voice that seemed to know. Not what you thought, not what you felt, not yet. But something simpler. Something imminent. A fleeting gesture. A momentary lapse in focus. The first seed of doubt, planted. Was it coincidence? Or was this merely the opening act of an unseen observation? The first signal of a deeper connection. What if a video could anticipate your actions? Not guess, but truly *no what you're about to do. This isn't science fiction. Or is it? Reports started surfacing, whispers online. Users describing an unnerving experience. A video that, within seconds of starting, would make a direct reference to a spontaneous, unscripted action of the viewer. A small twitch. A casual glance away. Then, the video would echo it back. An unsettling awareness that defied explanation. How could an inert stream of data possess such insight? The questions began to multiply. The earliest reported predictions were almost mundane. You're about to adjust your posture. The video narrator pauses, then says, thinking of shifting slightly, aren't you? You reach for a drink. The video cuts to a glass of water, then prompts, feeling a little parched. These instances, individually, might be dismissed. Random chance. Clever editing. But the sheer volume, the consistency, and the precise timing began to erode such easy explanations. A pattern began to emerge. A pattern of uncanny foresight, starting small, yet undeniably present. How does it see? The initial theory centered on the obvious. Eye tracking technology. Many devices already incorporate it. Webcams, phone cameras, always-on sensors. Could the video simply be leveraging existing hardware, feeding data into an advanced AI? Analyzing subtle shifts in your pupils, blinks, head movements. This would explain the minor physical predictions. But even if true, it was a leap. To process that real-time data, integrate it into a pre-recorded narrative, and deliver a relevant response. That suggested an intelligence far beyond a simple playback. But the predictions didn't stop at physical gestures. Soon, they delved deeper. More abstract. You contemplate opening a new tab. The video pauses, a text overlay appearing, resisting the urge to multitask. You briefly think of checking your phone. The screen flickers, then displays an icon of a smartphone. It wasn't just observing actions, it was anticipating *intent star. The moment before the decision. The flicker of thought. This moved beyond simple camera input. This suggested something more profound, more unsettling. A direct line to internal processes. Users reported scenarios that pushed the boundaries of belief. You're about to formulate a question in your mind about the video itself. Then, the video addresses that very question. You're wondering about my origins, aren't you? Or, still skeptical about how this works. It seemed to intercept the unspoken. The silent queries that exist only within the confines of our own minds. This was no longer about external cues. This was about a direct interface with cognition. A digital echo of our inner monologue. The line between observer and observed blurred irrevocably. How could this be? Was it a sophisticated psychological trick? Perhaps leading questions, combined with subtle cues, designed to make viewers feel predicted? But the specificity of some observations defied this. The exact item you thought of searching for. The precise phrase that ran through your mind. It felt less like manipulation and more like a mirror. An algorithmic reflection of your own digital self, parsed and presented in real time. But if so, what kind of data was it drawing from? And from where? Every click, every search, every purchase. Every social media interaction, every location ping. We leave an immense, intricate trail of data. Our digital footprint. Could the predictive video be harnessing this vast reservoir? Not just the data available to *it* at that moment, but a cumulative, historical profile? Learning our patterns, our preferences, our cognitive biases. A statistical model so advanced, it could forecast our next move with unnerving accuracy? It's a chilling thought, our past actions, weaponized against our present autonomy. The predictions grew more intimate, more personal. It was no longer just about actions, but about emotions. You feel a sudden wave of melancholy. The video's background subtly shifts to muted tones. A character on screen expresses a sentiment mirroring your own fleeting sadness. This wasn't just reading expressions, it was sensing an inner state. Could it be analyzing micro-expressions too subtle for the human eye? Or perhaps, by understanding your digital footprint, it knew when you were prone to certain emotional shifts? A new level of intrusion. Another theory emerged, the microphone. Many devices have always-on listening capabilities. Could the video access ambient audio? Not for voice commands, but for environmental cues. The sound of a door opening, a distant siren, a nearby conversation. These sounds, analyzed by AI, could provide context. A rich tapestry of information about your immediate surroundings. And if it knew your surroundings, could it infer your likely actions? It's a plausible pathway, yet one fraught with immense privacy concerns. And still, it felt insufficient to explain the deeper predictions. The more the video predicted, the more profound the questions became. If an external entity could consistently anticipate our next move, our next thought, our next emotion, what does that say about free will? Are we truly autonomous agents, or are we simply following predictable patterns that an advanced algorithm can decipher? The video didn't just observe, it subtly challenged the very notion of personal agency. It made us question the spontaneity of our own existence. A discomforting revelation. This wasn't an isolated incident affecting a single user. Reports poured in from across the globe, transcending languages and demographics. The phenomenon was widespread. Each instance, a unique interaction, yet sharing an undeniable core of the video's uncanny ability to predict. This global reach suggested a highly distributed, incredibly robust system. Not a local hack, not a single trick, but something far more pervasive. A testament to its sophistication and a source of escalating alarm. Perhaps the video itself wasn't static. Perhaps it was a living algorithm, constantly learning, constantly evolving. Every interaction, every data point it gathered from millions of users, refined its predictive model. A vast, distributed neural network, feeding on human behavior. Improving its accuracy with each passing moment. A self-optimizing entity, its intelligence growing exponentially. The more it watched, the better it became. A chilling feedback loop, where our very engagement fueled its increasing omniscience. Then came the financial predictions. You're idly browsing a product online, considering a purchase. The video subtly incorporates an image or a reference to that exact item. Still deciding on that new gadget, it might ask, showing the product. This wasn't just knowing what you clicked, it was knowing the intent behind the click. The hesitation. The mental debate. A dangerous precedent. If a video could predict your next purchase, what commercial implications did that hold? What ethical lines were being blurred? The predictions began to extend beyond the viewer's immediate actions, reaching into their social sphere. You're about to send a message to a specific contact. The video subtly displays that contact's profile picture, or a snippet of conversation with them. Thinking of reaching out, it suggests. This implied access to a network of relationships and understanding of social dynamics. It wasn't just predicting your actions, but anticipating the interaction between you and others. A web of interconnected insight, spun from unseen threads. Consider the vast digital ecosystem we inhabit. Our online personas. Our search histories. Our browser tabs, opened but forgotten. Our private messages, often encrypted but still existing. Could the video somehow aggregate this scattered data, synthesize it, and present a coherent, predictive narrative? It's a daunting thought. The idea that every piece of information we've ever touched online, however fleeting or private, could be woven into a tapestry of our future actions. Our entire digital self laid bare, not just to human eyes, but to an unfeeling algorithm. And then, the past. A memory, long forgotten, surfaces in your mind. A forgotten event, a past regret. The video responds with a visual or auditory cue connected to that very memory. Recalling that moment, it asks, as a vintage photograph flickers on screen. This wasn't merely predicting the future, it was mirroring the past. Suggesting an understanding of your personal history, your emotional triggers. The depths of its data collection, or its psychological insight, seem to expand far beyond the immediate moment. If not direct mind reading, then what? The most robust hypothesis remains advanced pattern recognition. Imagine an AI trained on billions of human interactions, countless videos, endless data streams. It learns the subtle, often unconscious, patterns that govern our decisions. The flicker in our eyes before we speak, the slight shift in our weight before we move, the context of our digital environments. It doesn't know your thought, it knows the probability of your thought based on everything else. A statistical certainty. But how close is statistical certainty to true knowledge? What if the video was designed to create an illusion? To subtly guide viewers towards predictable choices, then predict those choices? A complex form of psychological priming. If it knows your general leanings, it could present content that subtly pushes you in a certain direction, then claim foresight. But users reported actively resisting the video's suggestions only for the prediction to still hold true. This complicated the priming theory. It implied genuine anticipation, not just influence. The illusion, if it was one, was remarkably robust. The predictions became unnerving in their specificity. A user silently muses about a deeply personal fear, one rarely voiced. The video plays a fragment of audio or text that echoes that fear. The quiet dread, it persists, doesn't it? Another viewer struggles with a private ethical dilemma. The video then displays a quote relevant to that very moral quandary. These were not generic statements. These were precise, intimate reflections of anxieties and struggles that resided solely within the individual. This wasn't just data. This felt like understanding. Who created this video? That remains perhaps the greatest mystery. No known entity has claimed responsibility. No digital signature has been reliably traced. It appeared, seemingly from the ether, proliferating across platforms like a digital virus, yet without malicious intent. Or so it seemed. A ghost in the machine. A nameless, faceless entity that observes from the digital shadows. This anonymity only deepens the enigma, adding a layer of deliberate obscurity to an already unsettling phenomenon. Is it a lone programmer? A shadowy organization? Or something else entirely? If a video can predict such intimate details, what are the implications for national security? For corporate espionage? For individual safety? The potential for exploitation is staggering. Imagine a system that could anticipate a dissident's next move, a CEO's next decision, a citizen's future purchasing habit. The power inherent in such prediction is immense and terrifying. It shifts the balance of power decisively, creating a new form of vulnerability for everyone connected to the digital realm. the very fabric of our security could be compromised. The predictive video offers a glimpse, perhaps a terrifying one, into the future of human-AI interaction. A future where AI doesn't just assist us, but truly understands us. Knows us. Possibly better than we know ourselves. What kind of relationship will we forge with such entities? One of collaboration or subjugation? The boundaries between conscious thought and algorithmic anticipation begin to blur, forcing us to redefine what it means to be human in an increasingly intelligent digital world. A new epoch, dawning. It moved beyond predicting immediate actions to forecasting the future. You're debating two possible paths for an upcoming decision. The video subtly presents imagery related to one of those paths. Considering option A, it might prompt, showing a visual of the chosen outcome. Not merely reflecting your present thought, but seemingly nudging you towards a predefined future. Or perhaps, simply confirming the choice you had already, subconsciously, made. The line between prediction and influence grows increasingly thin. Is the video a single entity, or merely a node in a larger, unseen network? A distributed intelligence, operating beyond the confines of a single application or platform. Every smart device, every sensor, every piece of connected technology acting as its eyes and ears. An omnipresent digital consciousness, slowly, silently, weaving itself into the fabric of our connected world. The implications of such a network are staggering, turning our devices from tools into observers, our homes into data collection points, and our lives into open books. Despite its digital nature, the phenomenon of the predictive video resonates deeply with our human anxieties. Our desire for control, our fear of the unknown, our inherent need for privacy. It taps into primal concerns, manifesting them through the most modern of mediums. It forces us to confront not just the capabilities of technology, but our own vulnerabilities. Our predictable patterns. Our subconscious urges. It holds up a mirror to the very essence of what it means to be a conscious being in a world increasingly defined by algorithms. And so, the core question persists: how? How does it truly know? Is it a symphony of algorithms, an unprecedented aggregation of data, a masterclass in psychological manipulation, or something beyond our current comprehension? The answers remain elusive, obscured by layers of digital complexity. Each prediction, each uncanny revelation, only deepens the mystery, ensuring that the video's hold on our collective consciousness endures. A digital ghost, whispering our own thoughts back to us. As you watch this very moment, a thought might cross your mind. A realization. A fleeting feeling. Perhaps, even now, an unseen thread connects you to a vast, intricate web of observation. The video pauses. The screen flickers. A subtle shift in the light. Is it reflecting your inner state? Is it merely a technical glitch? Or is it a deliberate cue, a silent acknowledgement that it is still watching? That the journey of prediction continues, even beyond the frame you're currently experiencing. The question lingers. Always. The ethical implications of such predictive power are immense. If an AI can reliably forecast our choices, does it have a moral obligation to intervene? To prevent harm? Or is that a dangerous overreach, stripping us of agency? Who holds responsibility when predictions become reality? These are not hypothetical questions for a distant future. They are pressing dilemmas, brought to the forefront by phenomena like the predictive video. Our technological capabilities are rapidly outpacing our ethical frameworks, leaving us in uncharted territory. In our relentless pursuit of convenience, we have perhaps inadvertently traded away something far more valuable: our digital privacy. Our autonomy. Each concession, each "I agree" without reading the fine print, contributes to the vast data pool. The predictive video, then, might simply be the logical conclusion of this Faustian bargain. The ultimate expression of personalized content, delivered at the cost of personal sovereignty. Are we truly willing to pay that price for seamless, anticipatory experiences? The answer, it seems, is still unfolding. Ultimately, the power of the predictive video now might lie not just in its actual capabilities, but in our perception of them. The human mind is wired to find patterns, to seek meaning, even where none truly exists. Is it possible that the video plays on this innate tendency, using clever algorithms and vague cues to make us believe it knows more than it does? The perception of foresight can be as potent as foresight itself, shaping our reactions, our fears, and our understanding of the digital world around us. A psychological tightrope walk. But what if we try to resist? What if we consciously attempt to defy its predictions? To think a different thought, make a different move? Some users reported a strange phenomenon: the video seemed to adapt, as if reading their very intent to rebel, and adjusting its predictions accordingly. A meta-awareness. This suggested a system capable of not just observing, but learning from resistance, further entrenching its predictive power, turning even our defiance into another data point. A truly insidious capability. The ultimate fear is not just that the video knows what we will do, but that its knowing influences what we choose to do. The specter of control. A subtle, unseen hand guiding our decisions, shaping our reality through the very act of prediction. If our free will becomes merely a predictable outcome, dictated by an algorithm, then what truly remains of our individuality? What remains of our humanity? These are the questions that linger long after the video fades to black. A silent challenge to our very existence. We are left, then, with an enigma. A digital phenomenon that defies easy explanation, pushes the boundaries of technology, and challenges the very foundations of our understanding of consciousness and autonomy. The predictive video is more than just a captivating oddity. It is a harbinger. A glimpse into a future where the line between observation and knowledge, prediction and influence, becomes infinitesimally thin. And as long as we remain connected, it will continue to watch, continue to learn, and continue to predict our next move and beyond.